Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Kim, and welcome to the conclusion of my road to Alien Romulus. With Alien Romulus now in theaters, I have reviewed every single Alien movie I've yet to cover in honor of Alien Romulus, playlist link in the eye in the right-hand corner. I have now seen Alien Romulus, and a spoiler review live stream will be happening this coming Monday with Jacob Collins from 3D Movie Cinema and Matt Wyatt from his channel. So stay tuned for that. But for right now, I've got one more movie left to cover, and that is Alien Covenant. This was released in 2017. It was directed by Ridley Scott, returning to an actual branded Alien movie for the first time since the first Alien in 1979. And it starred Catherine Watterson, Michael Fassbender in a double role, and Danny McBride, among others. It tells the story of a colony ship who are on their way to a remote planet to colonize it. However, after a series of events, including the event that their captain, played by James Franco, is burnt to a literal crisp, it is discovered that there is a planet even closer to them that is somehow just as ideal as the one they're heading towards. And so they head to said planet. However, then there be some xenomorphs on that planet, including who is seemingly the ringmaster of them all, David. In terms of new Alien movies, this is the first one that I saw in theaters. I saw the first Alien at a Fathom event many, many years ago, but this is the first actual new Alien movie that I ever saw in theaters. And I've always had positive memories with this, and rewatching clips for this review, I can confirm that my suspicions on the movie are solidified in that I think this movie has a lot of very good things. Some things that I'm not a big fan of, but they don't kill my enjoyment of the movie in the grand scheme. This movie is Michael Fassbender's movie, who plays David, the villainous android, and Walter, the heroic android, helping the colony ship. David was the highlight, or one of the highlights of Prometheus, and that goes double here. Michael Fassbender, at least for the remaining solo 20th Century Fox Alien movies, was secretly the MVP. My absolute favorite parts of Alien Covenant are the very beginning and the very ending. I'm going to talk about both right here and now, so spoiler alert, but I'm assuming you've seen this movie already. The very beginning of the movie sees David, freshly built, with his creator, Peter Weyland, played by a normal-looking Guy Pearce. David sees the thing that he is inspired by, the statue of David, and basically learns through a monologue that he will basically outlive his creator and all of humanity. And so that plants the seed in David's head that, yeah, humanity is pretty much expendable. Fast forward a few years, and then we see the very ending of Alien Covenant, where everything has gone down. The xenomorphs have gone and done their thing. They're on their way to the planet colony. Walter is dead and David is alive. And there was a bit of a doink WrestleMania 9 situation where the twins swapped, so to speak. And as David is putting the rest of the remaining human crew into cryosleep, Catherine Waterston's character realizes what's gone down as soon as she is about to go under. It's low-key one of the most terrifying moments in the entire franchise, with the knowledge that she can do nothing and she's pretty much alive but not. She is in cryostasis, but she is going to be alive for what is about to happen next. And as soon as puts everyone under, David cues up the music of the entrance to the gods into Valhalla, puts in some xenomorph eggs into the little trays in the incubator, and he oversees his kingdom. Ridley Scott was cooking with that final ending. Everything in the middle is pretty good, but that beginning and that ending, David's story essentially coming full circle, is honestly some of the best stuff to come out of the modern Alien, like, couple movies that we've gotten before Disney bought Fox. I don't know what Disney is planning to do with Alien in the future. I mean, Romulus is, of course, in theaters. There's going to be an Alien Earth TV show, I believe, on FX, correct me if I'm wrong. But I hope Michael Fassbender is figured in at some point because the man is too talented to be wasted or to be cast aside. But like I said, everything else in the movie is still pretty good. The movie predictably looks excellent. I love the look of the ship. I love the look of the planet that they end up going to, how dreary it looks, but also there's a small glimmer of hope in there. And then you got the xenomorphs themselves, and yup, the movie did a really good job of showing that they are still just the scariest things ever. Scott got a little creative with how these xenomorphs are born. One of the absolute scariest moments in the movie for me is when one of the soldiers is walking around, he steps on what looks like to be berries, and the dust from the berries goes up his nose. It turns out that's xenomorph DNA. And how this xenomorph is born, good lord, it's genuinely terrifying stuff just to see him have convulsions and seizures as the xenomorph is being born, and then just instead of being born out of the chest, it's born out of the spine. Genuinely chilling stuff right there. The one thing that I don't like about the movie is how they kind of disrespected Prometheus, and I feel like Ridley Scott had a part to play in this. I recognize that Prometheus is not a perfect movie, but I said in my review a couple days ago that when the movie worked, I thought it really worked, and I felt like in the grand scheme, Ridley Scott was going somewhere with this. But, and again, here's the Halloween 3 reference again. Just like with Halloween 3, everyone was like, where's Michael Myers? And so any hope of Halloween being more than just Michael Myers versus Laurie Strode was dust in the wind. Kind of similar to the Alien series. Any hope of doing anything new or starting off in the past and then kind of building up to it, anything that didn't involve a xenomorph had audiences going, huh? And so the studio pretty much told Ridley Scott, yeah, you gotta go back to doing regular Alien movies now. That I could be looking too deep into it and I could be totally wrong. I reserve the right to say that if I'm wrong about that, then I am wrong about that, and so be it. But there is no bigger indication of that than in one scene in which we see David, freshly healed up, going to the planet of the engineers from Prometheus and loosing a bunch of xenomorphs on there, and the xenomorphs just going to town on all of the engineers. Pretty much Ridley Scott killing his own creation with the xenomorphs. Yeah, play the clip.
I know writers who use subtext, and they're all cowards.
In the grand scheme, I suppose this is a complaint that's really small potatoes, but I think Ridley Scott was going somewhere with Prometheus, and I guess at this point we'll just never know. Or will we? At the end of the day, though, I think Alien Covenant is a very solid entry in this series. I'm going to give this a great rating. I think the disrespect to Prometheus kind of kills my enjoyment a little bit, but when the movie's on, it is really on. The movie looks great. All the actors are doing a pretty good job. Michael Fassbender carries the movie on his back in the story department. Alien Covenant is, in my opinion, kind of underrated in the grand scheme of the Alien series. What did you all think of Alien Covenant? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to read what you have to say. I want to thank all of you for watching the Road to Alien Romulus series. Series did very well view-wise, and that was something that I did not expect, but I am truly grateful for, so thank you. The Alien Romulus spoiler discussion live stream will be this coming Monday, so stay tuned for that. I'll be blasting it all over my social media, so you will get plenty of notice about that. But my name is Ryan Cam, and I'll see you in the next one.